In case you missed it, Spain just shut out France 2-0 to punch their ticket into Saturday's World Cup final. Nobody walked away from that one confused about who won. Now, I wish I could say the same about what's happening in Milwaukee real estate right now, because everyone's got an opinion on whether this market's cooling off, and most of them are wrong. So today, no guessing, just the actual score. Here's what I keep hearing. The market's cooling off. Buyers have all the power now. Prices are about to drop. And you've probably seen a headline like that this month. But I want to show you something instead of just telling you. I pulled the actual numbers straight from our local MLS, not some national report from Zillow that lumps us in with Phoenix and Tampa. And the real story is a lot more interesting than the market is slowing down. So let's walk through this together. Start with the big picture. Milwaukee County right now has 2,084 homes for sale. That's up 17.5% from just a year ago. So yeah, inventory is climbing. If you're a buyer who's been frustrated for the last 3 years because there was nothing to look at, that's genuinely good news for you. Here's the part everybody skips. Sales are also up. Milwaukee County closed 2,973 homes last quarter, which is up almost 7% from a year ago. So it's not that the buyers disappeared and homes are just sitting there. More homes came on the market and more homes sold. Demand didn't fall off. It just grew alongside supply. Days on market did tick up, but barely. 20 days on average in Milwaukee County. A year ago, it was 18. That's not a stall, that's a stretch. And months of supply, which is the number that actually tells you who has leverage, sits at 1.9 months. Anything under 6 months is still considered a seller's market. We're not even close to balance yet, let alone tip toward buyers. Waukesha County tells almost the same story. 1,077 homes for sale, up 6%. Median price at $515,000, which is also up 3%. And days on market at 23. Still fast, still appreciating. So if someone tells you the Milwaukee market is cooling off, the honest answer is not really, not yet. What's actually happening is it's rebalancing a little after 3 years of complete insanity. That's a very different story than prices are about to crash. And it matters because if you make a decision based on the wrong story, it costs you real money. Here's where the county level numbers stop telling the whole truth, because inside Milwaukee County and Waukesha County, the market is not doing the same thing everywhere. It depends entirely on where you're standing. Take Wauwatosa. Homes there are moving in 9 days right now. 9. That's down 25% from a year ago. Homes are selling faster than they were in 2025, not slower. Same with the City of Waukesha. 8 days on market, down 43%. If you own a home in either of those areas and someone tells you to price low because the market's slow, they're giving you bad advice. Now flip over to Brookfield. Days on market there jumped from 10 days to 16, a 60% increase. Still fast by any normal standard, but that's a real shift. And if you're selling in Brookfield this summer, you need to price it sharp right out of the gate, not test the market with the number that you're hoping for. And up on the North Shore, Whitefish Bay, Fox Point, River Hills, median price is $660,000, up almost 20% year over year. That part of the market isn't cooling at all. If anything, it's heating up. So 3 suburbs, 15 minutes apart from each other, 3 completely different markets. That's not something that a national headline is ever going to tell you. That's something that you only find by looking at the actual local data, street by street. This is why I don't trust the big aggregator sites to tell you what's happening in your neighborhood. They're averaging together 40 different micro markets and calling it one number. If you're deciding whether to list your house this year or whether to wait or how to price it, the county average isn't the number that you need. The number for your actual zip code is the number that you need. Pricing a home right now is a lot like standing over a putt with a break that you just can't quite see. Most people either read it too safe or too aggressive, but either way, they're chasing the ball the rest of the way. Overprice a Brookfield listing right now, thinking that it's still 2022, and you're not just missing the putt, you're 3 putts deep before you even realize the green has changed. Get the read right, and you're in the hole in one trip. So if you're thinking about listing this year, or you just want to know what's actually happening on your specific street, not the county, not the state, but your street, send me a message. I'll pull the real numbers for your neighborhood the same way that I did for this video, and we'll figure it out together, whether now's the right time to move or whether it makes sense to wait a season. And if you're a buyer watching this, thinking that inventory's up, so you finally have room to breathe, you do, a little, but 1.9 months of supply still means that good homes are going fast. Don't mistake more options for no urgency. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember, whatever move you make next, make sure it's a smart one. We'll see you next week.